Welcome to this edition of Shelby This Week. Here are the stories we have for you. The Shelby Township Police Department will host a program this summer for your children. Learn where you can register. Sixth graders in the Utica Community Schools District started thinking about the future at this annual event. Spruce up your home with some art. We have these stories and more on this edition of Shelby This Week. An extreme amount of rain hit Metro Detroit last week. Many homes in southeastern Michigan were damaged by floodwaters. If your home or business resulted in property damage, you are asked to call the Shelby Township Building Department at 586-731-5969 or email building@shelbytwp.org. Residents and business owners are also asked to document the damages with photographs. The Shelby Township Police Department is launching a Youth Law Enforcement Academy. The 10-day program is designed to teach students teamwork, leadership, and communication skills. The academy will give them an introduction to skills and equipment utilized by first responders on a daily basis. Students will work towards solving a mock crime over the course of the academy. The Youth Law Enforcement Academy is open to students that are in 5th or 6th grade at the time of the application. Students must complete the application by May 31st. They can be picked up at the Shelby Township Police Department. A letter of recommendation from one teacher must be included. The academy will run Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., July 15th through the 26th. Classes will be held on the municipal grounds. If you have any questions, you are asked to call Sergeant Brandon Dowdy at 586-731-2121. Macomb County held a special ceremony to mark both Loyalty Day and Law Day. The National Day of Recognition honors the heritage of America's freedom and the brave men and women that protect and serve our nation. Members of various VFW posts as well as law enforcement officials were honored.
To recognize those that served in the military and those that are out there every day, the police officers, the firemen, the pararescuers, EMT, they put their lives on the line too. They never know what kind of situation they're going to go into. You see it on the news all the time. An officer pulls somebody over for a simple traffic violation and winds up in a shootout. And that's crazy. That's absolutely nuts. And so we need to recognize that those people do that every single day for our safety. And just give a little recognition and pat on the back, say, hey, great job.
While local leaders took the time to acknowledge the service and sacrifice men and women make daily to protect our freedoms, there was a special high school student who found this day very important as well. Alexander Hughes, a 10th grader at the Utica Academy for International Studies, won an essay contest on the topic of voting. Hughes saw this as an opportunity to express his thoughts on democracy.
We forget that our country is more than just a group of people. It's the ideas that those people hold. And so Loyalty Day is a good time for us to come back and remember those ideals and to rededicate ourselves to them. I think the same goes for Law Day.
Loyalty Day was first observed in 1921, and it was officially made a holiday every May 1st in 1958. A staple in the Utica Community Schools District took place right here in Shelby Township. Stacy Sansatera tells us all about this program.
Today is our 26th annual Career Focus Luncheon.
The annual Career Focus Luncheon brings together 2,000 sixth grade students with leaders from business, industry, and government for lunch and conversation. This event, sponsored by the UCS Foundation for Educational Excellence, is designed to introduce students to a variety of career options.
They asked a mentor about their work life and career, and it's kind of like part of the graduation, because 6th grade is the last year of elementary school in the district, and the kids are moving on to junior high next year. So this is kind of a rite of passage that's been going on for now 26 years.
And this rite of passage teaches some important life lessons to inspire the students to pursue goals through hard work and dedication.
Part of the curriculum is to kind of get them thinking about careers, what they want to do, what kind of classes they may want to take in junior high and high school, because now they're going to have the opportunity to take electives versus just in elementary school where you kind of go your prescribed schedule. And thinking about the future.
And Eleanor is doing just that, looking ahead to her future.
I'd like to go to the University of Michigan and for biomedical engineering. I think that this event will show us like where people have been and what they did to get where they are in life now.
This event is held over a 2-day period at the Palazzo Grande right here in Shelby Township. It's a great venue for students to consider their options.
I'm hoping to take with me the jobs of being principals just to see how it is. I want to be a newscaster, but I think principal is an also cool job because I like working with kids and everything. And
What I'm hoping to take away is probably that what like other people do and like how to kind of be successful in the world when you grow up, because we're not always going to be kids. So eventually we're going to have to get a job and we're going to have to go to college and we're going to have to hopefully make a family, hopefully produce for that family, and if not, we just have to keep ourselves stable.
The 6th grade students at Utica Community Schools have no doubt learned a variety of skills and lessons which will get them ready for their future. For Shelby This Week, I'm Stacy Sansatera.
If you are in the market for a new art piece, the Shelby Township Fine Art Society might just have the perfect artwork for you. The group will be displaying their works in the municipal building from now until June 3rd. In total, about 50 pieces of art from 25 different artists will be available for purchase. The Fine Art Society is composed of artists of different skill levels. The pieces produced from the individual vary in mediums. This group is a great way for people in the community to express their love of being an artist.
It's a great way for local artists to meet and to be with other artists and, talk about art and to show our art and to sell if people, would like to sell. It's a great opportunity for all of that.
The show is available for viewing during regular business hours at the municipal building. And if you're interested in being a part of the Fine Art Society, you can check out one of their meetings. The group hosts a meeting on the 3rd Wednesday of every month at 7 p.m. at the Shelby Township Senior Center. Still ahead on Shelby This Week, Yates is now open for the spring season, and you can get a free donut. Before the baseball season opens at Jimmy John's Field, 5K runners were rounding the bases. We have these stories still ahead.
Let's be real. There are days when every mom wants to tell her kids to take a hike.
That's actually a pretty good idea.
Because when you take us hiking,
or let us run outside,
and acting silly, you're making our lives healthier and happier.
So next time when Mom wants you to take a hike,
tell her to go to beoutthere.org to find fun ideas for helping kids enjoy the great outdoors.
Be out there!
Hi everybody, I'm Jack Hanna. Since I was a boy, I've been fascinated with animals, especially their tireless work ethic. Just look at birds who gather supplies to build nests, or penguins who travel up to 500 miles to secure food for their families. This work ethic is shared by our best friends, canines who perform life-saving work every day. Dogs comfort returning veterans. They work with diabetics, alerting them when there's a change in their blood chemistry. Working dogs are valuable in many ways. So please join me and American Humane in supporting our heroic working dogs. Go to AmericanHumane.org to learn more.
If you are looking to do a little bit of summer reading, then a book club in Shelby Township meets monthly. Samana Sheik tells us about this book club that isn't like any other. The members range from age 15 and up.
I literally get paid to run a book club in a wine bar. Like, how do you make up this dream job?
Jennifer Morey Bowden is the co-founder for a local book club hosted by Michigan by the Bottle in Shelby Township. Jennifer goes to her monthly meetings with her 15-year-old daughter.
So my daughter is an avid reader, and for a little while there I was reading a lot of what she was reading because I wanted to keep tabs on some of the subject matter, and it also gave us something to talk about besides, how was school today and what's going on with your friends.
That's why she asked her daughter Anna to join her book club.
It's really nice getting to discuss books with her, and I learn a lot about how she sees the world.
This club works by book recommendations on a Facebook page called MBTBS, Rooms Book and Bottle Club. Each person votes, then books are decided for the upcoming month. It's widespread, including Royal Oak and Auburn Hills. And this month, they're reading The Smell of Other People's Houses.
So many of the books that we find ourselves gravitating towards have female protagonists, and a lot of struggles with identity as a mother or as a grandmother or as a wife or a friend. And I think because it's a really nice space, people feel comfortable disclosing a lot of personal stuff.
Bonding helps keep the club running. Since Facebook spreads the word, as many as 50 people are participating, even if they can't go to the meetings. It's inclusive, open to everyone, no matter age or gender. This way, each person can understand different perspectives.
It's interesting seeing how people's personal experiences affect how they relate to the characters and the setting and the book as a whole.
The second book in May is One of Us is Lying by Karen McManus, a book that Anna herself chose.
It opened my eyes to a side of her that I hadn't seen before. We were walking out and she said, "That was cool."
To join this monthly book club, visit Michigan by the Bottle in Shelby Township or their Facebook page. Reporting for Shelby This Week, Samana Sheik.
An entire list of books the club has read previously is also available on MBTB Rooms Book and Bottle Club page on Facebook. You don't have to wait until fall to enjoy some of Michigan autumn staples. Yates Cider Mill in Rochester Hills is officially open, and if you are visiting on a Wednesday, there's something you can get for free. Get a free donut every Wednesday from now until August 30th at the mill. While you are picking up your free donut, the cider mill will also be pressing fresh apple cider and have some bakery favorites. Ice cream will also be offered to customers all throughout the spring and summer. Yates Cider Mill is located on Avon Road in Rochester Hills. It was race time for the people participating in this year's pennant race. Kyle Warsbach catches up with runners.
It was a beautiful Sunday morning for the third annual 5K pennant race at Jimmy John's Field. Both kids and adults participated to raise money for two very important organizations in our community.
Well, the proceeds of today's race is going to be divided in half. Half is going back to Special Olympics. The other half is coming back to Kiwanis Club. But having said that, Kiwanis Club puts it all back into the community. We don't keep a penny of it.
They sponsored one of the parks. You'll notice, you'll see them out there. And other events that they get involved with in helping different causes. A year ago, they helped out with Flickinger with their fundraiser to raise money to put their gym equipment outside. So it's nice that they take that money and they allocate it out across multiple avenues so more than one individual or group can take advantage of it.
As for Macomb County Special Olympics, the money goes a long way to help them compete statewide.
And then the state meet every year, which is coming up this June. We have some of our local Special Olympics adults that are going to that one as well, and it gives them a chance. You know, for Joe Youngblood from Parks and Rec, he has a program where they have an adult basketball program they compete in every year, and it's an awesome program. And last year they were third in the state. These are adult special needs, and they're an awesome group to work with.
Now, as they look for a victory next month, claiming victory at the pennant race was this 15-year-old Shelby Junior High student who made some personal accomplishments.
Well, I am very excited because this is actually my first time getting first place overall in the race. And this is also a personal record of mine. I have never gotten under 22, so 21 is pretty good.
But in order to beat 22 minutes, he had to train pretty hard, right?
To tell you the truth, I don't really train. Really? I really don't.
It was very impressive to see that. And that's our future of running, and getting the younger kids to get excited about it and get interested. And winning today could be the thing that sparks him, and he could decide to suddenly take up running on a very serious level. We need some future Olympians out of this area.
For Shelby This Week, I'm Kyle Warsabot.
This run was started with two goals in mind: to raise funds to rescue and rehabilitate children in the plight of human trafficking, and also bring awareness to child human trafficking within the local area. The Hero Run 5K Color Run and 1 mile walk will raise money for child human trafficking. Everyday heroes are needed to make a difference in these children's lives.
In the heart of people, they really want to make a difference. People want to do something that matters and that changes the world. And this is just one small step where participants can actually come into a really fun family event. We have vendors and a great DJ. Super Dave is our DJ this year, and so he's a really lively kind of guy. And that helps to just make the mood exciting and fun, but at the same time, people are really doing something that makes a difference in the world. And so just by participating in this fun event, you can actually change the direction of a child's life. You can do something to actually impact someone who's been involved in human trafficking. And so it's a deep conversation to have sometimes, but to know that you're actually able to make a difference is really powerful. So that's one of the things that we really hope to have our participants walk away with, that, you know, I did something today that really made a difference for someone.
The race will be on Saturday, June 22nd from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. You can register at runsignup.com. In order to make this race possible, sponsors are needed. If you are interested in being a sponsor, you can call Lori Bradshaw at 810-459-0594. Coming up next, the Packard Proving Grounds allowed for a little food tasting. And Avon Players is closing their season with the musical company.
Get your ass up. You're not sitting here.
Yes, I am.
Move. Give it to him hard.
No.
Every day, kids witness bullying.
Why are you stabbing me with it? No.
They want to help,
Ow.
but don't know how.
Oh,
Teach your kids how to be more than a bystander. Visit stopbullying.gov.
If you're looking for a way to support your community and have fun with your family, check out the Packard Proving Grounds in Shelby Township. Samana Sheik tells us about a community event that's making a difference and will make your taste buds drool.
Thank you. You're welcome. I just ordered some amazing pasta, and now you can order an amazing dish like this the first of every month at the Packard Grounds in Shelby Township.
Crowds are gathering at the Packard Proving Grounds in Shelby Township to eat authentic food, listen to music, and get a tour of the grounds. All thanks to Bill Lodsky, wanting to help preserve the historic site.
Surprisingly, even though it's been here as long as it has, there's a lot of people even in the surrounding community that don't even know what it is, or they drive past it day upon day and they have no clue what it is back here, and to shed some light on it.
This historic site is a Packard ground established in 1927 by the Packard Motor Car Company of Detroit. Bill is helping shed light on it by organizing this year-round event, driven by the flavor. This isn't free. The community pays for a ticket.
A portion of the proceeds always goes to the restoration and keeping up the grounds here at the Packard Proving Grounds historic site.
Keeping up the grounds every month, knowing you're giving back. Janny McLean found out about it on Facebook, where it's constantly being shared.
I saw it on Facebook, and then I've been kind of following it. I said I was interested, and they kept sending me the link. So we were watching the weather, and then today they said, don't worry about the weather. So we're like, oh, we're going to go anyway, so check it out. And then I saw what food trucks were going to be here, so all of our favorites.
The food vendors participating: Andiamo, Italia, Polish Mania Warsaw Cuisine, and Regina's Authentic Mexican Food.
Everybody loves food, for one thing, and everybody loves good food, and Andiamo's, of course, is very well known, so that was one of the things. Everybody knows Andiamo's. It's something that brings everybody from different nationalities and ethnic backgrounds together.
Bringing the community together with the help of food is one of the main goals.
We're hoping that this will become a long-standing staple here.
Great to see food diversity in Shelby Township. Reporting for Shelby This Week, Samana Sheik.
For more information about Driven by Flavor First Wednesday Culinary Showcase, visit their website, drivenbyflavor.com. To close out their season, the cast and crew of Company is looking forward to performing the show for audiences.
Nothing to do with, all to do with her.
Company opened on Broadway in 1970, and decades later, the show is still widely popular in community theaters.
One of the things that made it so kind of unique when it debuted is that it has a story, but it's not told in a linear way. It really, in a sense, goes on in Bobby's head. On the evening of Bobby's 35th birthday, he is surprised by his married friends, and that is kind of a catalyst for him to reflect on his life. And so he kind of revisits in his mind a lot of encounters with these couples, with these married couples who he's friendly with, and with his own girlfriends. And in doing so, kind of reassesses his own position, learns some things, sees some of the kind of unvarnished truths about married life, the good and the bad, and kind of has to come to some sort of conclusion about what is his life going to look like going forward.
It's a Sondheim show, so it definitely has some of the markers of his music. The music is great. The cast is really great. I mean, really good singers, really funny. There's plenty of times in working the show that I'm just trying not to laugh. Definitely one of the underestimated challenges. Yeah, it's great music, really funny. It's going to be good.
The musical comedy is made up of cast and crew from all over the local area, including Shelby Township. Resident Lori Smith is hoping community members find the locality convenient and come and support the show.
I find it completely accessible. It is a community production, so I'm a big fan of supporting the arts.
An opportunity to not only support the arts, but also champion the work of these artists.
It's all volunteer, so we have people who go to work all day, but they come here to perform and to build a set because it's their passion, and so we love doing it, and we would love to share it with people who might appreciate a song or two.
You can catch the show May 17th until June 1st. For ticket information, visit avonplayers.org. Joining all people of faith, the National Day of Prayer is held every year on the first Thursday of May. Signed into law in 1952, the day exists to encourage every individual to repent in prayer. The day was recognized at Cherry Creek Golf Course during the special ceremony, which united leaders of local churches. The theme this year was Love One Another. For Pastor Randy Tim of Macomb Christian Church, this one day allows people of different faiths to be unified.
We live in a world that keeps getting pulled apart. It's very easy in our human nature to become judgmental. And with that judgment comes almost a condemnation. And sometimes it's important for us to gather together to remind that we've been commanded to love because, not just because God has commanded us to it, but we love because it actually reminds us that we are not really all that different. We really do share something in common with one another, that we are more alike than we are different. And when we look for the things that we are like about, we'll find more things to like about each other in the end too. And so I really think a theme of love is important for us so that we are pursuing the things that bring us together instead of the things that continually keep dividing us as a nation, even as a county.
The National Day of Prayer has been recognized by every sitting president since Harry S. Truman. That's all we have for this edition of Shelby This Week. Remember, you can always watch us online or on Facebook. Just search Shelby TV. This past week, the Senior Center held their annual Spring Flea Market. All the money raised directly benefits Senior Center programming. We will leave you with some shoppers who enjoyed the sale. Enjoy, and thanks for watching.
Yeah,